Welcome to my channel Code Blocks. In this video I want to discuss another miscellaneous problem, and the problem is number of island problem. Okay, so here we have to find the total number of island. Here we are given with one adjacency matrix. Okay, and here island means one which is surrounded by with 0, which is surrounded by 0. Okay, so here this one is surrounded by 0, that means this is an island, and this is also a island which is surrounded by 0, and this one. Okay, this one totally a island that is surrounded by 0. Okay, so we have to find total number of island. So the logic is, we are given with one adjacency matrix, so we have to access the adjacency matrix. That means we have to start finding in the adjacency matrix. We have to find one. Basically we have to find one in the adjacency matrix. When after finding one, that means here first one is that means this is island of 0 0, this is 1. So after finding one, okay, so we have to declare another variable, that is count equal to 0, and after finding one we have to increase the count plus plus. Okay, and now we have to replace this one with 0. We have to replace this one with 0, that means now this one becomes 0. Okay, and now we have to check if any other one is connected with this one or not. Now checking, we have to checking from right, left, or top or bottom. Anyway, we have to check it that any other one is connected with this one or not. Again we check, yes, this one is also connected with this one. Now we have to replace this one with 0 in this way. This is also replaced by 0, this is also replaced by 0. Again this is also replaced by 0 because it is connected with this. This is also connected with this, replaced with 0, and this one also is replaced with 0. Okay, so now count is equal to become 1, that means number of island is 1. Now again we have to traverse the adjacency matrix, and again here, and that means island of 2 of 2, we finding another 1. Okay, now again we have to increase the count now becomes 2. Okay, and we have to replace this one with 0, and again we have to check is any other one is connected with this one or not. Here this one is surrounded by 0, that means any other one is not connected with this one, that means we have to return back. And now again count of island of 2 of 4. Okay, here again we have found another one. Again using recursive function, again this one is replaced by 0. Okay, and we have to increase the count, so now count becomes 3. And again we checking its right, left, and top and bottom, any other one is connected with this, not any, no. So here total number of island is 3. Okay, now comes into the code section. Okay, we are given with one adjacency matrix, and the name is island here, and we have to print the number of island. Okay, print total island is equal to plus, and we have to create a function and passes the island adjacency matrix as a parameter. Okay, number island, and I'll passes adjacency matrix as a parameter. Now we have to create another function, static and returning, that's why it's static integer, uh, returning its value, that static integer, and num island. And now we have to access the adjacency matrix element, so that's why we have to create two for loop. This is the outer loop, and here island dot length means so this island dot length means the number of rows, okay. And inside this for loop we have to create another for loop to access the column for ith index column, okay. J less than island of ith index column, we have to access it length j plus plus. Now as I told earlier, we have to check that the element is until we have to check that the element is 1 or not, okay. So if island of I and j double equals to 1, if it is 1, that means we have find a island, okay. Now we have to increase count, and before that we have to create another static variable, static count, static integer count equals to 0, okay. And we have to increase the value, now count becomes 1, and after that we have to replace that 1 with 0, replace 0. We have to create another function and passes the island as a parameter I and j, okay. Now we have to create another function, static void, as we do not return anything, replace 0, and here character island integer I and integer j, okay. Now we have to check first of all if I less than 0 or not, or I greater than equals to island dot length or not, or j less than 0 or not, or j greater than equals to island of I dot length or not, and finally if island of I and j double equals to 0. And we every time we when we count, that means when we found 1, we have to checking that this one is connected with any other one or not. If if it's connected edges, or you can say that connected edges are becomes we found that it is 0, then we have to return back, okay. And if it is not 0, that means if it 1, then we have to replace that one also with 0. So in this case replace island, and we have to check first of all, I am told earlier that we have to check right, left, top, button, okay. So this is right I plus 1, and this is j and j, and we have to copy this. Now this recursive function call 4 times because we have to check the its connected edges, okay. That's why we have to call it 4 times this recursive function for right, and then left, and then top, and then bottom, okay. then bottom. Now check output. Okay, oh sorry, actually one thing I have to forgot to write, I have forgotten to write island of, we have to initialize that actually we have to replace that one with 0. Okay, now check output. I think now the code will run fine. So total island is 3. Okay, so this is the output.